so far, sir? What have we taken out of context? And I'll let you speak. You can speak freely.
What have I taken out of context, sir?
You're taking simple words and turning them to your advantage.
Which words did I turn to my advantage?
I've only been listening to a short time.
You should listen for a little longer to know if I'm really turning them for my advantage. You haven't been here long enough to figure that out yet.
No, it's always a thing down here. Down here, when color people all color.
Can you come over here so I can hear you, sir? Read. Okay. Say what you're saying.
When people of color are angry and they've got these people with nasty looks on their faces.
Go ahead.
And they're preaching gospel.
Go ahead.
And they're using it to their advantage, saying the black race is being discriminated. Hey, I'm white. I get discriminated the same all the time.
Sir, but you're going off the topic. I'm asking you, how are we pulling the scriptures out of context? That's the statement you made. And I want to make sure that we're not doing that. So if you can show us how we're doing that, we will stand corrected.
At this point in time, I cannot.
Well, can you give us a chance then before you make statements? Can you give us a chance to explain what we're saying first?
You're doing a Bush Cheney routine on me.
No, I'm asking you a question. Can you give me a chance to explain it, or can you be here more than 10 minutes before you make a conclusion? Because, that's it, because, listen, because I respect you, and I want to say this. I think you're getting us mixed up with those guys that be calling the white man the devil and hollering at people and degrading people. We're not them.
That's why I stand here and listen.
Okay, so now you have to stand corrected because we're not that. We're not that. We're here to tell you the truth. So give us a chance. Okay, now.
You called me out.
Yeah, I called you out because you was looking over there with a little bit of sarcasm and laughing like what we're saying is incorrect. So I called you out to say it's something funny.
I was laughing or making a jocular statement on my whatever because you're taking things out of context. You're taking simple words and construing more than what it really belongs.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over the scriptures again, and you tell me what I'm taking out of context. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. May I continue? Simple words, spoken in simple terms. Now, I have no control over people that are sitting out here, their actions, their what they conceive to be, what they believe to be those words. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
That's basically it. People are people. So why can't we all be and get along so peacefully?
Okay, no, don't go nowhere because I got to ask you a question now. You were saying that you see black people always preaching and they seem angry, right? That was your statement, right? Now I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to.
That's not exactly what I said,
but that's the gist of it. That you see black people preaching, and it seems angry. Now I'm going to ask you a question.
Just as angry.
Listen. I'm going to ask you. We talking about black people because that's the statement you made. Do black people?
People of color.
Listen, people of color. Okay, I'm a person of color, so I'm going to talk about me.
Yellow, green, red, purple.
Okay. Well, I never seen no yellow, green, or purple people. We're talking about black people right now. So I'm asking you. Do black people have the right to be angry?
Whether you're white, green, yellow.
Now, I didn't ask you about the green people. I asked you, do black people have the right to be angry?
People of color, people who do not do what is.
I don't think you can answer a straight question.
Okay.
That's a yes or no. Do black people have the right to be angry? That's a yes or no answer. Yes or no?
They don't.
If you were dragged over, and your foreparents were dragged over to a country, listen, and was made to enslave for 200 years of free labor.
That's your great,
listen. But we have inherited the slavery of our forefathers.
By who?
Huh?
By who?
By the corporate structure you see today. These buildings are built off of the blood and the sweat and the tears of my forefathers. So listen. So I want you to listen to something. Read that.
Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed.
The Lord says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil in their bed. Read.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
So we're not talking about my great-great-great-grandfather right now. Let's talk about today. Who is allowing the guns to come into the neighborhoods because we don't even make guns? We're not Smith & Wesson. Hold up. Who is allowing the drugs over the border to come into the neighborhoods to destroy the people? Hold on. No, listen. So let's bring it to today, brother. Let's bring it to today. So if they didn't allow these things to actually deteriorate the people, we would be in better case. There's more. Read.
And they covered fields and take them by violence.
They take fields by what?
By violence.
They take fields by violence. How does America take it? Violence. How was we taken from the shores of... Listen, and I'm not blaming you, but I'm telling you that, listen, black people, don't get mad if black people talk about... If I was a Jewish person right now talking about the Holocaust, everybody will be crying. You'll be out here saying how sorry it was that Hitler killed those people. But I can't... Hold up, but we cannot talk about our Holocaust. We told us to forget our plot, but yet we're still suffering from the hands of our oppressors.
Do you have any idea?
There's more. There's more.
What about the war, the religious wars? What about the religious wars? Way back.
Listen, I don't have nothing to do with the religious wars. I'm here in America as a product of captivity. That's their business. I'm talking about me right now. What you got? Read.
And they covered fields and take them by violence.
Take fields by what?
By violence.
Took everything you see. Destroyed the water. Destroyed the air. Chemtrails in the air. Spilling oil all in the waters. And you're going to tell me that people are not supposed to be angry?
You're talking about...
Read on.
And houses and take them away.
They do what?
And take them away.
How many houses were foreclosed in the ghetto last year? How many people lost their houses with this bank scam last year? We're not talking about 200 years ago. We're talking about 2007. Read.
So they oppress a man and his house.
They do what?
They oppress a man and his house.
They will oppress a man in his house. And do what?
Even a man and his heritage.
You not only oppress a man in his house, you oppress every generation that comes out of the loin of Jacob. And you're going to tell me that people shouldn't speak about it? How are we going to ever get over it if we don't talk about it? We have to talk about this. And listen, there was a public apology by the United States for slavery.
Teach your children well, not in bad words, not in cursive. Teach your children well, and things will change. It's for the white man, for any man. Teach your children well.
I think you're getting off the topic. Listen, who made a foul word? Has anyone ever seen us use profanity out here?
I'm not angry. I'm not.
So listen, we're not going to do it conjecture today. You're not going to try to put this back like we're angry. We're telling you the truth. Don't get mad that the people you drag over here are telling you the truth. Okay? We didn't ask to come here. So because we tell the truth of the plight of the people, we are the angry ones. But the Jewish people can come out here and cry every 5 minutes about the Holocaust. And they got plenty money, they got houses, they got a country on that sad story, and they're not even the Jews. Come on, man. Don't try to pull that thing on me that we can't talk about our past. If we don't talk about it, we're doomed to repeat it. We have to talk about it, man. Because we're not going back there again.